Hello, hello, hello. This is Kathy. I hope you all are doing well. Thanks for coming to my channel. Here we have episode 4 on the Case 2023, a collaboration, challenge, whatever, that you can find at 4 a.m. junk journals. So please join. It's a lot of fun. Christy's doing a great job in giving us the clues every week on Wednesday. So it's been a lot of fun. So here I go. This is my case book. And so far, what do we know about the case? Well, number one, we know that Miss Worthington was found strangled in her art studio, and there was purple paint everywhere and on her. And she was found by her housekeeper, Letitia Flores. And what else do we know? There was a blue scarf nearby. And let's see, what else do we know? There was the imprint of possibly a high heel in the paint. And the body was found at 3 o'clock in the afternoon by Letitia. And we were introduced to some other characters as we went along. This is my Letitia. We have Mr. Worthington, who was out of town at the time of the murders. We have her son, Albert, as well. And this was Letitia. So our first persons of interest may have been these three folks. Then what did we find out? Well, we found there was a will, and in the will, who her other son, Philip, is the executor of, we found that the will was divided equally among Albert, her son, Philip, her other son, Greta, who was a niece, and Nash, who was a neighbor. Her husband, Mr. Worthington, was left out of the will, taken out of the will. Supposedly, he's a philanderer, so Miss Worthington didn't want him in the will. And so her husband still remains a person of interest. And he had a girlfriend. He has a girlfriend. Supposedly, it's his assistant. Her name is Lavender, and she's around 24, 5 years old. Next, what have we found out? I have some notes here. Let me get them. First set of notes was that Albert had lunch with Letitia the day of the murder, and they had kind of a picnic lunch. That was one set of notes. Next, which I just told you about, the will was found, and it was divided 4 ways equally. And it was odd that Nash, the neighbor, was part of the will, because it is supposed that Mrs. Worthington and Nash did not get along. Next, we're up to the point where Mr. Worthington finally came to the house, and he arrived with his 25-year-old Lavender. Greta, who was away at school, also arrives. She's 24, rather artistic and quiet. And Albert, her son, finds a safe with a diary. And we had some entries in the diary. The first entry was 1997, August 1st, when Mrs. Worthington is Mrs. Worthington's diary, and she writes that she caught Mr. Worthington cheating on her again, and it was very upsetting. September of that same year, 97, Mrs. Worthington started an affair with Paul, her neighbor. February of 98, Mrs. Worthington finds out she's pregnant with Paul, but she doesn't tell him. She's afraid what he might do. March 12th of 98, Paul is acting strange and he doesn't know about the baby yet. And by the way, Paul is married. And then April 7th, Mrs. Worthington told Paul about the baby. He was shocked and angry that he wasn't told earlier. And another month and a half, in May 21, Paul broke up with Mrs. Worthington. September 3rd, 98, Mrs. Worthington had twin babies, a boy and a girl, and she will have them adopted. So that's the information we have so far. So I want to represent that in the journal. So on the first set of notes, and I keep all my notes up at the front, we're going to put them in the little note tablet. And I'm simply going to glue it in. And I'm simply going to glue it in, if my glue works. Well, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to put it on this end. And we'll put it right in there. And right under that, I'm going to glue this all the way in. And this is the part from her diary. Okay, so I'm going to take that and clip it back in the journal. Okie doke. And let's see what I want to do. I think here I want to kind of mess this up a little bit. Put some coffee stains on it. Not going to be able to see them really well, but enough. Okay. Oh, we also got the autopsy report. So let me see what order I want all this to go in. I have the autopsy report here. I printed it out and scruffed it up a little, put a received and a date. And I'm going to take that and put it in this envelope. I'm not sure if this is, it is awfully large. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. Because I do want it to fit into the journal. And that's okay. It's not ideal, but It's okay. I'm going to push it out that way. Get rid of the white edges. That means I'll have to fold this up a bit, which is okay. That's good. And we'll slip this in here. Whoops, we'll slip it in here. And let's scruff this up a little bit. And can't really see it. Okay, I think I'm going to have it go on this page. So I want to create some sort of a pocket. And I have this here. Okay. And I'm going to stick that right in there. Okay, and I'm going to add, I can use this as a little pocket. Cute. Put that aside. I'm going to add a piece of this that says evidence. Okay. Well, needs more glue because I didn't let it dry. And I should have. I'll put a little clip on it. Okay. Next, I wanted to put like a diary type thing down. And before I do that, I'm going to put a little pocket not there, just here. Because as I go along in my case book, I also like to be able to make it a regular journal. Put this down here. And cut this out that says curious. Yeah, cut this ticket out. Okay, I'm going to put this here. And in there, I want to put a photo of Nash, the neighbor. And we need Nash and we need Paul. So I'm going to put Nash, just letting us know that we're still a bit curious about him. And I'm going to put this in and say that this is Paul. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some glossy accents and I'm going to put it over the top. Let's see. Whoop. Gonna let that dry. So I'm gonna put that over here. Now, I also want to bring this back and just put it right here. And also like to put some fingerprints. And we'll put that here. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to make this the journal that they found. And so what I want this to be, it's a little poem called Spring Magic. This is what Miss Worthington put in her diary to think of the twins that she gave up. And there's another little poem, children's poem. So let me find a pen, and I'm going to put in, if I can find it, where did it go? Here they are. I'm going to put these two in, maybe on the second page, or the third page. Put these in as her twins that she had and gave up for adoption. And perhaps that's showing that she was thinking of them. Or maybe she follows them. How would she have gotten the photo otherwise? Maybe she hired a private investigator. And I'm going to put and maybe we need a little lace. And perhaps this is the lace that came from the blanket that she had put them in at the hospital. And let's see. Maybe we'll put this here. Maybe she had been looking for the twins and she finally found them. Remember, they're 24 now, but you never know. We'll leave that out for now. Okay. And let me move this for a moment. And let me look at the notes. And this is 8/1/97. And she talked about I caught my husband cheating again. This time with his assistant. I can't handle it anymore. He has betrayed me. He'll see. I'll betray him. And put a heart. Next, we have (9:15). (97). Paul and I had dinner. It was marvelous. Don't you think she'd talk like that? I think that I'm falling for him. He makes me feel like a woman again. Should I continue? And then we go to (2:10). (98). I'm pregnant with Paul's baby. What should I do? I can't tell Paul. I told Paul about our baby. He was shocked. and angry and very upset. $5.21.98. Paul broke up with me. What am I going to do? $9.398. I have twin babies. So precious. I can't keep them. Okay. So that's where we are in the diary. And we'll keep that. Let's put the notes back and find a place in the diary. Let's put a hole in this. So we'll have that. And then I have a picture of Mrs. W. And then a little key that says life. So we're going to put these all together. And perhaps maybe we'll put it on the side like a tab. But then I need something to reinforce this. Maybe I'll just put it on the ribbon. Just like that. And this, let's see. I think I'm going to have to clip this in here. Let me see. wondering. I've never done it before. What if I put some brads in here? And that's how it adheres to the page. Why not? Let's give it a try. One there. Oops, wrong one, wrong side. Okay, let's put the brads in first. Okay. Okay. I like that because you can remove it if you need to. So that's her diary. And I'm going to put something over here. Okay, let me ink this up a bit. And I'll do it so that you could use it as a little tuck. A little tuck. Okay. And in this one, I'll put a little card. And it's not what you look at, it's what you see. That's a good one for a case book. I also wanted to include Greta. Because we don't know much about Greta either. This is Nash. And we'll glue this in. And maybe this might be a caregiver that originally took care of the twins. Maybe this was an early picture. Whoops. It doesn't help if it doesn't have real holes in it. Okay, this should go back in the diary, right? So we'll put this back here. Okay. And we'll stick this in there. And life is short, death is forever. We'll put that over here just for the heck of it. And over here, we'll put cherished memories over here. And add a little more color. This way you can write on the card. Let's see if I have a sticker that I'd like to put down. Maybe just a little flower. Well, I think this about does it today. Ooh, there's one thing I wanted to put. I got these tea filters, aka tea bags. You can get them off of Amazon. They're little bags. I thought they might be pretty. Just to stash something in. I have to put them just there and there. And we'll find something to put in there the next time. Okay, so let's see what we did today. I added information on the autopsy report, or added the autopsy report. I added information on Nash and Paul. Paul is drying. And this is Greta. So we're still curious about them. I added the diary of Miss Worthington. And then pictures of the twins. Then I added just a couple places to write. It really needs something up here. Let me see, even if it's lace. It's pretty with the lace. Okay, that's better. Now I think we're done for today. And I'm going to add this when it dries. And that'll do it. So you'll have a great week. And check out On the Case 2023. It's a lot of fun. Take care. Bye-bye.